Hey guys, I decided to do a run of Resident Evil. For anybody watching this, this is basically how to play Resident Evil like a professional, uh, or just how to really play Resident Evil. I've played this game 1,000 times. I love it. I kind of just want to do it without the fucking infinite weapons. This isn't a walkthrough by any means. It's not finding every Mr. Everywhere statue or how to um, essentially beat the game in under 3 hours. I'm just playing the damn game because I love it. I won't be using any infinite weapons
Look,
other
man,
than the
serious.
infinite
I saw it
knife.
with my own eyes.
Oh, I believe you, buddy. I believe you. Just
And
tell us a story. Tell us a story.
that's really it. I want to try to do it again, kind of how I originally did it.
Hello? Anybody there?
And I got the music turned off because I played this game 1,000 times. I encourage you to either put something spooky on or do what I'm doing and jam to Pink Floyd. It goes well with the game.
You alright? Don't move. I'll be back for you.
Stop moving.
Officer, you need help?
Stay back, sir. I got this.
Hey! Wait now!
Help me!
Freeze! I'll shoot! Shit!
Easiest way to deal with zombies in this is not the head. Cap them. And if you got the knife, stab them immediately after. If you cap them, you can navigate around them.
Attention, all citizens.
I'll be skipping most of the cutscenes
Due
too.
to the citywide outbreak,
So once again, not a
This is out of
walkthrough
control.
or a movie. I just love Resident Evil.
Shit.
Probably gonna take a stop and fix the Twitch bar.
It's everybody. There it is. The station.
I am not a professional. So I don't know any tactics more than kind of what I use to get through it. I will be using Leon's gun. I
Hello?
like the 3-round burst and
Is
the
anybody
upgrading
here?
of it. Now, with any Resident Evil game, it's imperative only to carry what you need. It should generally go without saying, but if anybody's watching this to kind of see what Resident Evil is all about, or kind of like check it out, that's my advice. I travel light because there's so much shit to pick up, and I hate backtracking more than is necessary. Just testing out the controls here. Shout out to Laid Back Bear. One of the people that's kind of followed me on Twitter. They're a pretty cool dude. If you see him on there, give him a follow. This is Leon's first run.
You got this.
I don't know if I'll do the second run. I probably won't do Claire's run. Just because I hate the fucking Sherry section. It's the biggest fucking cop-out in video games. It's just utter bullshit. If I want to play that type of game, I'll play Outlast. You might have seen the infinite ammo guns in there. I did not earn all of them. I bought the key after beating the game and getting the, I think I got all the way up to the infinite pistol. And then I'm just like, you know what, I really want to fucking crush this game because I love it. And so I went and got the key to get the other infinite weapons just so I could replay it more.
Open up! Open this goddamn door!
I'll get you out!
I'm not a, like I said, a professional playing this. I'm more of a, I just like playing video games. If you got a knife here, shoot out their kneecap, stab them to death. If you don't have a knife, shoot out their kneecap and run past. Some of the zombies will disappear and repopulate in other areas.
Jesus! They're everywhere! Jesus.
Not a sadist by any means. I just don't want him getting back up.
What the?
He says as he knifes the guy 15 times. So, blue means the area is clear, red means it's not. I know there's shit in the Great Hall I haven't got, but that's simply because I can't get through it yet.
Come on. Does anyone know what started this?
Kind of redundant really, but the game makes me carry this so I can cut through this.
This is not how I imagined my first day.
Probably should have barricaded that back there. But I'm going to use it on this Great Hall instead. I know there's going to come a point later on where I'm going to have to go through it. I'm gonna take the green herb, because I know I can combine it, and leave the first aid kit there. And no, like I like playing games with a relaxed kind of mentality. You know, I don't want to go professional after a day of working and stress about whether or not I'll make it through the next part. Hence why I'm playing on normal this time. Doing this to add it to the map. I have a general idea what most doors do. I do not have a photographic memory of the whole Raccoon City Police Department. Aggro that zombie for the fuck of it. Come behind this guy and just stab him. If you want tips on how to actually beat professional, the knife is ridiculously overpowered in this game. So, if you watch the videos of like actual Resident Evil professionals doing this, and they're like, "Go ahead, now knife the boss," that's because it does some stupid amount of damage.
What the hell?
Where are you going, buddy? Nowhere. That's where you're going.
What the?
Come on. Alright, that actually made me jump. I hate these things. They're like, they're a pain in the ass. They change every single fucking time. Fucking piece of shit. Fuck. Oh. This is basically the game right here. This is me struggling with this fucking thing for 5 hours. Fucking. Nope. Nope. God damn it. Alright, here we go. Alright. I've already forgotten that. Fucking. Fuck. Nope. Fuck. Speedrunners, I think basically completely ignore this. Okay. I need to focus up. And I've already forgotten that. Fucking piece of shit. Fuck! Okay, then this, and this. Nope. Nope. That one, this one, this. Nope. That one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Yeah, these are the worst fucking things on the planet, dude. Alright, it's one of... Fuck. Usually it doesn't take me this long, but it's probably because it's... Oh, there we go. Okay. Hold on. This, and this, and this, and this, and this. Dude, they really do, man. Like... they're just such a pain in the ass to do. I was watching a dude, like, cause the way I like to play Resident Evil games
What the fuck?
is I'll straight up play him normal the first time, and then I'll get the infinite knife and just try to get the infinite gun after that, and then I'll watch like a speedrunner and see how he does it. He complete it under 3 hours and get like the infinite whatever the fuck that gives me. And the dude I was watching, like, just completely ignored those. He's like, you don't need them. Just drop them out of your fucking inventory. You know? Don't even pick them up. I'm doing a, basically just a run on this. Just to, like, just to kind of recapture that feeling of Resident Evil. That I had when I first played, so I'm really using nothing but the infinite knife. No other infinites. You know what? I started with Resident Evil 2, like the original Resident Evil 2. So I'd have to say Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 2 Remake are my favorites. Although I do like the 3 remake. I didn't like the original 3 because I like to explore and shit. And I felt like the Tyrant was just too much on your dick during that. But 3 spaced it out to where you can explore a bit, and there are points where the Tyrant only shows up, you know. And when he's there, you know he's there. So I'd say 2 is probably my favorite, followed closely by... I liked 4, although it hasn't really aged much, and I hope that or aged that well. And I hope that the remake that they're contemplating actually goes through, because I'd like to see a remake of 4 with like Resident Evil 2 controls. I like 5's run and gun kind of atmosphere. I had a lot of fun doing that. It's not a very sustainable one though. Like 2 and 3 is. Like I'm doing this run is not gonna net me anything. I've done it so many fucking times that I've got all the achievements that I want and all that shit. This run is just for fucking fun. Cause I've played it overpowered for too long, you know. Like every run I've done, like the past couple times, has always been with the infinite, like machine gun or rocket launcher, and just like fucking rocking the thing. I want to do it where it's back to just the basics. Pretty sure that's a diamond key. I'm also kind of doing a compilation of just the general tips I use. In case anybody decides to watch this in the 14 days that I have it. Oh, fuck. Forgot all about that shit. Fucking hell. Right here, you want to funnel the zombies. Better way to do this would be to come through the top. Which I just kind of fucked that up by using the diamond key. I was trying to get rid of it. You fucking dick. Give me back my backpack. Interestingly enough, that dude rarely ever fucking aggroes. He's happy to sit there and eat his fucking meal. But apparently with Resident Evil games, you just never know what the fuck you're gonna do. Like you can be like, this is a great time to dodge the zombie. And the one time that you are streaming it is the one goddamn time they grab it. Well, one time this guy gets up from his fucking meal. That should go. They're lots of fun to play. Like they're very like tension filled, but in a good way. You know, I grew up watching fucking horror films and shit like that, and it's like nothing really terrifies me that much anymore. But a good Resident Evil game, and the throes of it when I'm woefully unprepared for what's coming next, can do it. It's this dude. Give me that shit. One tip, with those bookcases, it's good to move them during that time. Because eventually, Tyrant's gonna start hunting you through this shit. And, you don't want to be there trying to dodge him and move the fucking bookcases. Now, if you find yourself doing this part on Leon's second walkthrough, the lurker will straight jump up behind you and kind of fuck you up here. If you're not quick. I don't want to go here yet. Now, even though I have that police door unlocked, I'm gonna go down this hallway and board up those windows because I want to keep this spot clear. The last thing I want to do is have to attempt to open this fucking door over here while Tyrant's breathing down my neck. And zombies are fucking filling the place. Also, there's like a lot of the different Resident Evils are really good. Like they each have their individual charm. 1 and 0 are a lot different than like the remakes of 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. You know, and then 7's kind of got its own style too because it's doing the whole first-person shooter Resident Evil, which gets intense. And that's the one that it's gonna follow on. So they've like I was explaining it to a friend the other day. It's like because he was playing he tried playing Resident Evil 1 and he was just like, this isn't Resident Evil whatever the fuck, you know. And I'm like, it's a different game. It's a different style, you know. One of these holds codes that I need, and I need this. I really should have got rid of that fucking key code. But if I'm right, this is my first hip pouch. There we go. This is the way I'm supposed to enter the library. Before I fucked it all up. I'm just doing that to save space. Not necessarily because I need bullets just yet. Fish. They're all interconnected, right? And it is kind of it's a very jumbled story. Some of them are far more serious in tone. Like 2 and 3 are more, and 7 for that matter, are more serious in tone. 0 and 1 are campiness, but they're like endearing because of it. Yeah, if you don't mind playing like older games, I would suggest starting with 0, going to 1, then doing this like number 2 remake, and then do 3, the remake of that. Then 4 is going to be a little difficult to play after that, just because this shooting while moving backwards is not a part of 4. So it makes it a lot fucking harder. It's a great game. Like it's one of the it's considered one of the best out there. But it is difficult to play if you've done like 2 and 3 and you're used to its mechanics. But I'd suggest like going through them chronologically. You know. I never completed 6, just because I didn't really like its style. It's a, I call it like a systematic shooter. Like, you go from one area to the next just shooting down zombies. You know, where it's like, not on like rails, but it's like, here's the first area. Oh, you killed them all. Let's go to the next one, you know? It's not like that. It's not like a giant puzzle like most of the others are. With the exclusion of 5. There's one last thing I think. Which is more of an action film. So that's like, that's kind of the problem of that people have with 5. And more so with 6 is like 4 blended action with horror. 5 eschewed horror and started like basically going towards action. Then 6 was just pure action. And it's just like, what the fuck is this? This isn't Resident Evil. Then they brought it back like full force with 7. And 7 was fucking amazing. And then the remakes are just... It's like one of those rare games that the developers actually listen to their fans. So you are okay to skip, like, in my opinion, the originals of 2 and 3. And just play the remakes. Simply because of how well it's structured. Even though the originals would be kind of hard to find on any new system. I don't know if they're on the PlayStation, but they're definitely not on the Xbox or the Switch. And the Switch has where the fuck am I going? The Switch has Resident Evil 0, 1, and 4. And the Revelations games, which I heard are pretty good. I haven't played them, but they're on my list of Resident Evil games to actually do at some point. God damn, I am misstepping here. The only like actual problem I have with Zero is it gets rid of one of the most fundamental parts of Resident Evil, and that's the item box. It's like the items that essentially follow you everywhere, no matter where you are. And what that ends up causing is a shit ton of backtracking. Like, one of the things I do in Resident Evil is stockpile early on, right? I throw all, like, my fucking, heavy bullets, heavy shit like that, into the, box, as well as, like, health and stuff like that. But with Resident Evil 0, you simply cannot do that. You have to go back, grab the fucking thing, move it to the next area, and do that for all, like, 19 items. and it's annoying. So it's good to get like the story for it, and it's good because the gameplay is good, but that part is kind of a bitch. Like, that's the item box right there, you know. That I can guarantee that will be there everywhere I go in this game.
So Elliot was right.
Yeah, but the passage isn't open yet.
Let's see here. Now, one thing I do like to say, I'm a hoarder. Like, I stockpile on Resident Evil, you know. That doesn't necessarily mean don't use the shotgun. Don't use the grenade launcher, you know. I don't, because I know that I can get through. Because generally I know what's going on, but it kind of fucks me, because in the end I'm left with like hundreds of fucking shotgun bullets. And like the grenade launcher and shit like that, because I only used them on like the bosses. And I'm just like, damn, I should have, you know, used those more often.
Claire! Hold on! I'll be right there!
Okay.
Claire! It's so nice to see you. Marvin, got a situation here. I'm surrounded by zombies. Marvin, do you copy? Marvin! Damn it.
Well, the fact that I didn't plug a hole earlier is about to fuck me in here. Well, at least I know that that hallway's clear. You want to make sure they do that second death animation. That means they're dead. If you've stabbed them like 10 times and they're still not doing it, they're probably dead. Guy's down. This is why I don't carry. I carry a lot of shit with me. Now I gotta return to this fucking room.
Jesus.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Oh yeah, no worries, man. Like, you might have missed the first part of the video, but one key thing I could say about Resident Evil 2 and 3 is like, if you start playing it, you know, everyone thinks they're zombies. Go for the head. Do not go for the head. If you go for the head, by the way, that room I just left, you never have to go back in once you get everything. If you go for the head, you're wasting bullets. Kneecap them and then stab them with the knife. Like that's the key to the game. To essentially conserve your ammo, kneecap them and like stab them with the knife. You can't do that with some of the older Resident Evils like 0 and 1, but a lot of the newer ones you can. And 7's just often as so that is more like just survive until you get the infinite buzzsaw on your like third playthrough. I'm never going through that door. It's a Claire's story door, but I like to push against it because when you do, you mark it on the map. So know that there is like a heart door. Leon doesn't get the heart key. He gets every other key but that one. I'm doing a lot of backtracking here, simply because I know I can shore up that window next to it. Back near the door, back near the room that I never wanted to go back through. I am now going to go back through, simply because it's the shortest way through. not that I necessarily hate this. Like, that window right there, you never have to board up. Because there is no reason to come through here. Alright, that's already boarded. Good. Unless you're going for the achievement of board every lower window. So I'm just gonna tuck this away for a rainy day. Let's go this way. I think this is my first liquor. And if that's the case, I probably should have brought the shotgun. Yeah, it is. So he's up there on that ceiling. So there's a way to cheese this, dude. Liquors can't use doors. If you ever find yourself in a situation where you're fucking being attacked by one, run through a door. I'm more I honestly don't. I think what I like to do is I like to check out the reviews of games, and then if it's like, you know, this is like a good game, I'll pick it up, you know. But I like this as much, well, I guess you could say I probably am skewed a little bit towards third person, just because a lot of my favorite games are third person, you know. But then the first person also has like Halo and the Call of Duties. So it's kind of difficult for me to really analyze that. Where's my fucking shotgun? That's what I want. But I mean, like the Tomb Raiders, this, you know, those are third-person games, and I like the structure of them, like the RPG of it, where you're constantly getting better. You know, you're constantly finding that next item that makes you like better. And there's some first-person shooters that do that. Like say Borderlands, or you know, I'm sure there's another one. But I like the structure of these games. Let's see. Probably a little bit more, but not so much that it makes a difference. If the game is good, it's good, you know. He's gonna lift that body.
What in God's name?
Then he's gonna come up. Like a fucking dick. I should have said fuck. Couldn't have fucking. Can, however, hit you through fucking doors. Because the game's kind of cheap like that. Where are you? This is what I want. 9:15:7. Another thing in Resident Evil, if it gives you a bunch of shit, you should be prepared for a boss fight. The game is designed to make you feel like you're never ahead. Now my first boss fight isn't here or necessarily too close. It's probably about like 5-10 minutes away. But as you can see, there's a lot of like, it's giving you a lot of shit, you know. Because you're meant to stockpile it. Like that liquor, you can just walk right past. Those guys only have a can only like hear you. You know, they can't see. So if you're quiet and you walk like this, you can get past them. I'd like to reiterate to anybody that watches this, I am not a speedrunner by any means. I copy speedrunners to get shit. So if I do a lot of backtracking, it's because of exactly that. I forget things. I'm not trying to beat the game in 3 hours. This might come bite me in the ass. Nah, I'll live. There's people that can play this game 10 times better than I can. And then there's people that, I think it's like Sephiroth17 or something on YouTube, that can beat the game in under 3 hours, and it makes it fun to watch. Like, he's actually pretty funny when he runs the thing. And he'll straight up just be like, you know, like, I'm not that good at it, so you're gonna see me fuck up. You know, and I'm kind of the same way. Where it's just like, I'm not that good at it. You're gonna see me fuck up. And that's fine. Because I'm not trying to be a perfectionist too. This guy's gonna fall down. If it's your first time through, it could take a good 12 to 25 hours, you know, depending on how much you are invested in it, how much you have to backtrack. You know, like the first time through Resident Evil is straight up exploration, getting to know the layout. You know, the future runs are about trying to beat it as fast as you can and get the those fucking incredible unlimited ammo guns that break the game. This unlimited knife breaks the game. Simply because I can now shoot zombies, run behind them, and not worry about my knife breaking. Now, liquor's gonna pop out here. I'm gonna run past it. But just about any Resident Evil can be beat under 4 hours. And speedrunners can do it in under like an hour or two. But they like those videos, they will completely skip shit and just like go straight for the target, and generally don't even kill zombies. They'll like navigate around them. There are people that are like fucking golden at this game, and it's surprising to watch. See, if I didn't lift this fucking thing up beforehand, that would have stopped me from doing this. And then I would have had to fight that liquor. Which I don't think I'll ever have to go back into that attic again. And I certainly won't. And even if I did, when I come back to the police station, I'm pretty sure he'll be gone.
So it goes underground. Huh. That's it. That's our way out. Lieutenant Branna! Marvin! It's time to go. Hey, Marvin.
I hate this first fight without like unlimited shit. Probably gonna need that. God damn it, I forgot a piece. And the door's closed. Alright. Also, I turned off the music for the game, so please feel free to jam out to whatever you want. Because I'm listening to Pink Floyd while doing this.
What? The...
without any interruptions. Fuck.
Words won't work on this thing.
So, knife the fucker.
No choice.
Because
Gotta take it down.
this actually does a lot of damage. Fucking. There goes my knife.
Somebody's watching me.
A lot of what Resident Evil is like taking stock of what you got and just being like, what can I do? You know, never be discouraged in it. There's not really too many things that you can get yourself into that you can't get yourself out of. Sometimes it takes, you know, practice and learning it, but I've never been in a position in Resident Evil that I've been like, that's the game. I'm gridlocked, you know? There's that magical item box. I'm gonna need this. Yeah. That's my fucking jam. When you start playing at higher difficulties, the game kind of fucks you by taking away half of those. So you go from this massive like inventory stash to having basically nothing.
Hey! I'm not done talking to you!
Not yet. With the earlier Resident Evil games, if you're gonna be looking at them, it's just as important, and to this one to some extent, if you're not using the kneecap knife trick, to know when to kill zombies and when not to. Like if there's a zombie shambling around halfway across the room, you don't necessarily need to kill it.
You bastard!
If you stay behind them like this, they can't get you. They can get you if you're in front of them. I might be running into Dags out here. If that's the case, I fucking hate Dags. They're not here yet. This is Leon's next upgrade. And the sole reason, well, not this one. There's an upgrade, yeah, no, this is it. For his pistol, that makes it almost overpowered. And it's this one because you can like sit here and fire a 3-round burst into zombies now. And it drops them like fucking flies. That's why I favor his gun over all the DLC and shit like that that you can get. Unless we're talking the infinite ammo one, and that's, well, that's pretty obvious, because it's infinite ammo. You don't need to kill any of these guys. I did it one time because there's a part later on where all the cages open, and I'm like, if I kill every fucking zombie in this area, none of them will come popping out. They just respawn, and then they come popping out anyways, and then you just wasted all your bullets. That was actually a pretty cool cutscene. That kind of shows you. Sorry, I skipped that. But it shows you fucking Tyrant that's coming up.
What in the world?
But don't worry, we'll get very well acquainted with fucking Tyrant here soon. This is where I'm gonna run into fucking Dax. I'm gonna drop that off at the item box, simply because I don't want to carry it around. Because when I leave that area, I'm gonna want to leave it. Just in case one of those fuckers takes me down. It's also the reason why I did that room over there, this one, because if I do that before triggering this, I won't have to deal with these fucking assholes while trying to clear it. Yeah, I just want to say, in real life, I'm a dog lover. Don't get me wrong. I think they're the greatest animals on earth. But Resident Evil, they suck massive dick. Because they're fast and they're hard to hit. This guy.
What the? Bastard.
And zombies can use doors. So it's good to drop them in here, just so you don't have to deal with the dogs out there while you're trying to fucking start the generator up. 'Cause the last thing you want to do is be backing up the fucking taking a Resident Evil dog, only to have like a fucking zombie pop out of the door, and grab your ass. I don't have to pull this guy all the way up. So he can't get out past that point. So I'm just gonna grab the flashbang, tell him to fuck off, and walk away. She's got nothing. When this guy drops, as soon as you pick up the diamond key right next to him. So you can actually shoot off his leg. Pick it up. And let him do that. I'm gonna drop more shit off. Oh yeah, they're really dope. Like especially like some of the other ones deal with like actual bioweapons. So you'll run into like these giant fucking like frogs. And like Resident Evil 0, which are cool fucking enemies because they'll grab you and eat you if you're not careful. And then there's ones like called the Hunter class that can kill you in like 2 hits. And you'll see those in like Resident Evil 1 and essentially above. I'm pretty positive they're not in this. But they do have a bullshit enemy in this that replaces the Hunters. Even though personally, I'd rather just deal with the fucking Hunter. Not gonna need that yet. Not gonna need that. Not gonna need that. But those guys come towards the end of the game. And it's just this real fucking dipshit section of the sewers that are like, wow, you know, this could have been really cool if it wasn't for this one fucking enemy. Okay. Feel like I'm missing something. No, alright, I know what I'm doing. Drop that. But yeah, like each game has enemies that are renowned throughout Resident Evil, like they're fucking dogs. And then some that are kind of specific to that game. Like that boss I just fought is specific to this one. The first one you fight like a giant, you know, like snake, and shit like that. And then there's some enemies that are only exist within those games. But there's always a tyrant. He doesn't always chase you, but there's always a tyrant in Resident Evil, whether he's the final boss or something like in 2 or 3 where he kind of hunts you throughout the game. As soon as I start that goddamn generator over there, that's when I'm gonna have these dogs. So it's good to kind of like try to clear out this area before you do. Simply so you don't have to like fucking deal with them and and look for items, you know. So you see how like everything in this is cleared out. It's all blue. That means once I finish this generator and the dogs appear, I can just fight my way through them and be done with this fucking area. I don't know what it is.
Just
Those little holes and shit is kind of what they crawl through. Fuck! God damn piece of shit! And if I didn't kill that one, he just would have met me on the other side of this room. Like a dickhead. Yep. Yeah. Pretty sure I saved. Oh, good. Okay. So, I've been playing at I was playing on the professional levels before, like, it's the highest level of difficulty is called professional. You know, they don't have checkpoints in it. So I forgot. What the fuck? I forgot that they actually have checkpoints on easy. Or not easy, but normal. Which is nice. Because that means I don't have to go all the way back to the save. Oh yeah, dude. And the Resident Evil shotgun is a lot like that. Where you can like fucking down them in one hit if you're good, you know, with it. Like that. That felt good. I knew that fucker was jumping at me that time. This guy just bust through here. And then I'm gonna fucking run for it. And then come up on a save room up here. But yeah, I like games that have kickback with the shotgun, where it actually feels like, you know, it's doing something. I hate games like if you shoot the shotgun at them, they don't even flinch. It's like, come on, buddy. We're wielding a shotgun here. Let's make it look like it, you know? Not gonna need that. It's probably about all I'm gonna need to take there. When I go back down there, pretty sure the dogs are gonna be gone.
Son of a bitch.
Stay the fuck down. Jesus. You know what? Oh yeah. And you kind of gotta use it sparingly too. Like, at least in the RE universe. I was walking my dad through Resident Evil 5, wielding like the infinite Magnum, and he was having the hardest time like shooting people until he got the shotgun, and then he's just like, wow. This is the greatest fucking gun ever. And I'm like, Dad, conserve those fucking bullets. Like, you can't just unload on everything from a distance of like, you know, 100 feet. Yeah, the pistol is what you're gonna find the most ammo for. So, in any Resident Evil game, if you can kill it with a pistol, do so. And try to save the shotgun for like hunters or you know, like dogs and shit like that. I never use the shotgun on a zombie. unless unless I'm cornered by like 5 of them, you know, or like 3 of them even. Then I might pull out the shotgun just to like blast them back and be like, all right, you guys need to back off. This is where we're going to get the target. How do I do this? Not going that way. I'm skipping that room entirely because I don't have that window boarded. And I don't want a zombie busting through it. And then potentially knocking down those like doors. And then just kind of wandering around in here like I just really don't want. Actually, you know what? I'm about to fucking trigger the tyrant. Maybe I'll do that. Just to kind of show people how to deal with them. Because I could go through here and get shit without the tyrant here. Which is immensely useful. But if anybody's watching this for like Resident Evil tips, I might just let him loose. Just to kind of like show you the best ways to deal with the fucking tyrant. This is about right. That's what I want. We did get the microphone thing figured out. So next time Rad or Alex is on, you guys should be able to hear him. So one cool thing about Resident Evil 2 is they have 4 different ways to play the game. Like you got Leon's Story 1, which is what I'm running right now. Then you got Claire's Story Run, which is kind of like this but a little bit different. She gets different things. And then you got Leon's Story 2, which completely shakes up the entire Resident Evil Police Department and rearranges all the items. So everything you thought was where it was, it's not there anymore. And everything you kind of thought you knew about the game is thrown for a loop. And then they do the same thing with Claire's Story too, you know. So it is pretty dope the way that that's run. Because then you can just like, you can play the game a minimum 4 different times and see different things. Then it's really how dedicated you are to it after that, how many more times you play. Now I'm gonna board this thing up because I don't want to deal with the fucking tyrant and that guy. Rad and I do. Rad and I are, like, friends that are about 10 years, you know, we've been friends since about 2009, 2010. Alex is more of a introvert, so he jumps on every once in a while. You know, it's you kind of have to coax him out. It's like a turtle. But whenever he comes out, it's usually a really fun time. I love to mess with him, and he's always a good sport and takes it like in a good way, you know, while throwing some back. But Ran and I have more of that buddy banner that,
The hell?
you know, you can only get from about 10 years of friendship. So this right here is another Claire-specific door that I just cannot get into in Leon's run. Same with this one down here. She actually comes up from the basement through this door. So you get to see different parts of like the level and shit. The only thing I have against Claire's story is there's this really bullshit interim in the middle of it that you can't fight back. You can't really do much except for hide from enemies, and I fucking hate that. I'm like, if you're gonna be playing a Resident Evil game, give me a fucking gun to shoot. That's right. We're gonna have two guys come through here.
Ah, shit!
If you're gonna go Resident Evil 2, which is not a bad game to start with, I actually love this game. Like, I love this and Resident Evil 3, you know. But do Leon's story. He's like both the characters are cool. You know, I like Claire. Other than the bullshit in the middle of the story. But Leon's is just a bit more fast-paced almost. You know, it's got less run-ins with Tyrant than Claire does. And less bullshit you kind of have to deal with. Claire does get some better weapons though, which are, you know, very useful. Store that. Take this out. Store all these, like, what the fuck? But it really doesn't matter, because in some way, like, as you're going through Leon's story, you'll technically see Claire playing story too, you know? And as you're going through Claire's story, you'll see Leon playing Leon's story, like the second part. And they interlock with each other, which is really cool. So it's really it's however you want to experience it, you know. I personally just like Leon. Is just kind of a badass dude, and I like his story far better. But I do like Claire's story. Like it's not terrible by any means. Alright, so now we're gonna see the Tyrant, also known as Mr. X. And what you're gonna want to do when you see him is back up.
Jesus
And then
Christ!
go back to the door. You want to lead him out to here. Because what he's going to do is beeline for you. And at that point, you can run around him. Now, one thing a lot of people, like, you know, fall prey to in this is that they think that Mr. X can go everywhere. He can't. There are certain rooms and in this game that he can't enter, and you could totally cheese him with them. Anything with the save thing minus the main hall, he can't go into. But he will magically teleport, which is bullshit. But once you've triggered him, he starts hunting you across the police station. Six to 11. I can't remember if he comes in here or not. I really don't think he does. But I'm probably gonna have to dodge him out there. He will sometimes bust through that wall I just ran past. It kind of just depends on how bad the game wants to fuck with you. One thing I found out by watching one of the speedrunners is the game actually tallies how well you're doing. At least Resident Evil 3 does. So if you're doing really well, there's like a background meter running that they won't tell you about that makes the game harder. Because it's like, wow, alright, you're getting good at Resident Evil. Let's make some of the enemies a little harder to kill, you know? I wouldn't waste any bullets on him. Because all you could really do is down him for like 10 seconds. Which is enough to get away, but if you know the layout of the place and you've known what you've unlocked and properly set it up beforehand, dodging him is just as easy. The trick to him is just not getting like fucking freaked out by him, which is a little hard to do the first time you come up against him. There is an achievement for shooting his head off though, which I got the second time around when I got the infinite pistol. But one thing that the game's gonna fucking do now is put liquors in places where they don't belong. Which actually might be a good idea to bring these out. But he will show up everywhere. Like, god damn it. There's a fucking liquor in there. Alright, fuck that place. He'll show up if you're making a lot of noise. He'll show up if you're not making a lot of noise. He'll show up just to say hi. He's a massive fucking dick. So, you see what I did there? I ran back through the door. And essentially reset the liquor in another location. To where if I don't run into Mr. X, I can just walk past him. But you can't come through that door, because it's locked. So having done this area, if I can get through here, without him popping through, I'm golden. On that day, I turned into a fucking zombie.
Damn it.
Alright. So, he's gonna follow me through here. There's gonna be 2 goddamn liquors in here. And I'm just gonna be on a whole nother level of fucked up. Yep, there we go. Ah, fuck, bitch. Get out of here. Jesus Christ. He can't come in here. This is a save room. Let's see. Store that. Now, if I'm right, since liquors run off sound, I can use flashbangs to kill them. Which we're gonna go test that theory. There's a bow. Alright. That theory did not work. Shit, fucking hell. Oh, god damn it. Alright. Alright. Now, if I'm just using one of these, it will typically heal you up like a level, unless you're pretty bad off like I was there. But using two of them will bring me up to fine. Using a red and a green will bring you up to full health. Using a combined 2 green herbs will bring you up 2 levels. Probably on the other side. Fuck. But he can't go into the star's office. I was really hoping that I wasn't just proven wrong. I was just gonna be like, fucking hell. You want to grab that again, because it comes in handy here in a bit. Grab that. Don't think you can go in here. He can't attack you when you figure out this stupid ass puzzle. Boom, boom. 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 Nope. Boom. 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 Fucking bitch. God, I hate this fucking thing. Now I get to go down into Liquor Alley. Fuck, how's the diamond key used on? Ah, fuck. I know. long as it's not him hanging out over there. Should have this spot. And here it comes. The game zeroes him in on your position. So no matter where you are, it's slowly going to circle in on you. So what I'm going to do is lure him around here. Run around here, and knowing that lickers can't plus we're gonna go directly across. Then maybe I'll deal with this guy. Guy, buddy, come on. Trying to kill my friend here. I don't like leaving Marvin like this. I feel bad.
I'll stop this, Lieutenant. I promise.
Now the easiest place to cheese this dude, if you're ever trying to get the tyrant off your back, is the library. No enemies, no other enemies spawn in here. That little hole in the ceiling trick, you can use to escape them really easily if you need to. I set this up to basically be a one maneuver. Right here. But I know that X is on my tail, so I'm gonna climb the ladder. Which I'm pretty sure he can't go up. You just avoid him. You kill him towards the end of the game. But he's gonna constantly be kinda hunting you at different parts of the game. So you see, I let him up to the top there. Now I can go over here. And I have just enough time to grab this. Pull these over one. Climb that ladder. And go to the next part. Which I did not have the required thing for. Shit. He cannot follow you into the clock room. So I'm gonna wait for him to disappear and deal with those zombies outside. Yeah, it really does. Especially the first time you like face off against him and you're playing the game. It adds that kind of like, how do I avoid this dude? What do I do? Can he go everywhere? Mentality, you know? Yeah, he gets annoying. he's kind of a dick. When you get more of the unlimited ammo and shit, like one fucking hit from a rocket launcher will down that dude. But you can confuse them with this. Giving you time to aim your shots. And hopefully take the zombie out with the A4. Hey, I'm shooting at that dude. The one in here, don't you? So that he is actively trying to get in, but the game won't let him. Usually if I'm running a playthrough like this, I'll set it up so I have to deal with him as little as possible. Like get the diamond key and all that shit. And basically clear out everything I need, but essentially the clock tower before I spawn him. But on the off chance that someone stumbles across my channel and goes, "Oh, Resident Evil 2. How do I do that?" I want to show them how to effectively deal with this guy. You know. He's this thing called a tyrant. So basically, he's a bioweapon created by the Umbrella Corporation to kill people that know about like the fucking what's going on. You know, like right now there's a huge outbreak in the city and the Umbrella's trying to cover it up. So they essentially send him in to kill anybody that's not a zombie, which just so happens to be Leon. And Claire to an extent. In Resident Evil 3, you meet a specialized version of him that essentially only targets STARS members. Because Resident Evil 3 deals with like deals with the STARS members. Jill, to be specific. Which I might run after this, just because I love both of them. What do I need? But yeah, he can be intimidating. But it's really just knowing how to deal with them. You know, that's the trick. Like, what areas can he go into? What areas can he not? What's the best way to avoid him? How can you get him to do what you want to do? Or what you want him to do? So instead of like running from him, you're essentially manipulating him. Now this is just an annoyance of mine, but I constantly forget that fucking gear, and you have to take it upstairs. And if you're speed running, it won't make a difference, too much of a difference. Like, you can misstep in Resident Evil and still beat it in under 3 hours. But I always forget that fucking thing. and then I have to go all the way up, and then go, oh shit, I forgot that fucking thing, and come back down and grab it.
Hope I don't have to write a report on this.
Yeah, man. Thanks for watching. You know, I'll give a shout out to you in my videos. Just be like, hey, follow Laid Back Bear. So, you know, people will watch your streams too if you're into that. Not that I'm like popular by any means. But yeah, man, enjoy your night. Shit. So I'm gonna lead them away from the door here, and basically go back down the ladder, and then head back over here and go through the door. Because right now I'm aiming for the basement. That way is closed off, so I'm gonna have to go back down the way I came through. And knowing that Mr. X is over there, means I got a clear shot from over here. Now, with the Raccoon City Police Department cleared out, I'm gonna bounce. Gonna run past him, because won't be seeing him again. And Mr. X cannot follow me past this point. So when I'm down here, he's not. Well, not yet. I can clear out these rooms. Pretty sure the dogs are all gone now. If not, I'm fucked. There's Dags down here. I'm gonna have a quick smoke break if anybody's watching. I'll be back in like 5. Oh, okay, I'm back to my Resident Evil stream. No, he's not gonna get me, so I'll just run right past him.
Jesus. So 1 second. I'm adjusting my stream real quick. Now up here, if you're playing on normal, you'll actually get a checkpoint for this part. So don't be afraid to try different things. So collect the shit, What are they after?
and then be prepared to deal with fucking Mr. X and all this
That's not good.
dumb shit. Now you can try to run the gauntlet. Owen suggested flip this switch. Go over here. Mr. X is gonna come down here.
Give
What
me
you
a
want to
break.
do is lead him over here, then kind of just run around him. You can dodge his punch like that. You will probably run into a zombie, I think, right about here. With your shotgun, you can get through it. If I can get to this right here, I'll reach a cutscene. I don't know what the fuck that is.
We might want to open the shutter.
make sure I'm not doing anything for work tomorrow.
Is that the intel you needed?
Unfortunately, no. Ben didn't come through.
Well, what exactly are you looking for?
More info on the people responsible for this mess.
If you're doing Claire's story, you'd be going through that gate. Or, actually, wait, that's Jill. Resident Evil 3. Disregard that.
Road's out. Going through that gun shop looks like the only way. What a mess.
Make sure you collect the shotgun part. Although, honestly, this isn't a walkthrough. But, it really does help with the shotgun. Making it more effective.
Heard of the Umbrella Corporation? They're a pharmaceutical company secretly making bioweapons. They have a virus. It turns people into indestructible monsters.
That explains the horrible things I've seen.
That line just seems so out of place. I don't know why. Maybe Leon's just too fucking happy about the horrible things he's seen. But it's like, buddy, come on.
This is how we get to an end.
It's like, oh, that explains all the horrible things I've seen. Golly gee.
Well said. After you.
Gee, thanks. Can't imagine a real scientist being down here.
According to HQ, this leads right into Umbrella's secret facility.
Come on. Sewers are run by the city. How could they have a facility without the authorities knowing?
Welcome to corporate America. Umbrella's controlled Raccoon City for years.
Jesus! That an earthquake?
I sure as hell hope so.
What the hell?
Stay sharp. God only knows what's down here.
Now, I don't think I need this, or this, or that, or that. Pretty sure I can get by with what I got here. 'Cause even though you're seeing a gigantic fucking alligator coming out of the sewer, one thing we're not seeing is a lot of ammo. Which means, Resident Evil is not gearing you up for a boss fight. It is, like, to an extent, but it's a different type of boss fight.
Again?
It's not too late to turn back, Leon.
No chance. You're stuck with me to the end. Ugh. You sure this is the right way?
Unfortunately.
Wait there.
Leon! Get out of there!
Basically, just dodge trash. Try not to get eaten by the alligator.
Holy shit!
Whoever side he's coming down. What a dick.
Chew on that, you overgrown son of a bitch.
Leon, up here.
What the hell was...
Just get up here. Can't say I didn't warn you.
You said the virus turned people into monsters, not reptiles.
Fair point. I'm just impressed you made it in one piece.
So let me get this straight. Umbrella sells monsters like that to who? Our military? Somebody else's?
They don't sell the monsters. They sell the viruses that make them. And Annette is who makes the viruses. Scary as that alligator was, Annette is far more dangerous.
Definitely William.
You can run, Annette, but you can't hide. It's secret weapon time. Candy from a baby.
Sometimes you can just avoid the zombies. I didn't want to use her bullets there, because I'd much rather use a gun. That asshole is probably about to come through. Very hard. No, she's gonna pop up. Ah, god damn it. I hate that part of the fucking campaign. Not as bad as Sherry's part, but it really just weakens me. Okay. Zombies on all sides. Then you basically have to figure out how to get past all of them again. With the world's weakest gun. Fuck! Bitch! Get off of me! I can angle him over here and then run past him. That clears the way to get up into here. Usually I do that part a lot better. But I'm gonna keep playing.
Always been good at running. Give you that. Persistent bastard,
Try
aren't
it.
you?
Fuck. Come on, open up. Shit. Fuck. I know what I fucked up. So, knowing what I have to do, I'm gonna lead him around here.
Got you now. Always been good at running, Annette. Give you that. Persistent bastard, aren't you?
I'm gonna try to do this really fucking quick. God damn, where's this shit? That's the game basically telling me I suck.
Got you.
But I've got to figure it out this time.
Always been good at running, Annette. Give you that.
I know there's no zombies past this part, so...
Persistent bastard, aren't you? Bravo. Gonna burn me alive now?
You'll never get your filthy hands on the G.
I'm not the only one after it. You realize that?
And you won't die alone.
Trick with that
That
is to
bitch
know
knows
that
what
every
she's doing.
switch you throw, you have to shut down the one at the top.
Visitor clearance confirmed. Your ID is authorized until October 1st. Please return before this date.
Not gonna happen.
Ada? Where are you?
And here's where I think I'll end my stream, guys. Thanks for watching. And have a good night.